Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dennis DePraw. I'm a volunteer at the Alaska Veterans Museum here in Anchorage, Alaska. And this video is a small snippet of an oral history that was conducted several years ago with a gentleman named Fred Kehl. Fred Kehl was a World War II combat veteran in the U.S. Army. He served in the infantry in the 232nd Infantry Regiment, part of the 42nd Infantry Division. And his division was deployed later in the war to Europe after Normandy. They went through Marseille, France. And this is the shoulder patch or soldier insignia of the 42nd Infantry Division. The 42nd Infantry Division has a heritage that dates back to the First World War. It was during the First War. It was composed of National Guard regiments throughout the country. One of the most famous regiments that was part of the 42nd during World War One was the 69th New York National Guard, 69th Infantry Regiment, also known as the Fighting Irish. Their heritage goes back to the Civil War, and among the members of the division in the part of the 69th was um, Wild Bill Donovan, who eventually became head of the OSS during World War II, and the division commander was Douglas MacArthur. This is a Willys Jeep. They were mass produced during World War II. They're very common to see them in media representations during World War II and all kinds of films and movies and television shows. Um, this particular photo shows uh, a Jeep. You see a soldier, looks like he's an infantryman to me, with an M1 Garand talking to the driver. There is a medic in the passenger seat, someone in the rear. This would have been kind of the standard vehicle Mr. Keel is talking about that ran over the Teller mine. This is a photo of Fred Keel as a young soldier, most likely taken in, stateside, probably at Camp Balding in Florida, where he did basic training, or possibly Camp Gruber, where the 42nd was assembled and trained before it deployed to Europe.
We were on this paved road heading into this village, and there was gunfire up ahead and some resistance about a quarter of a mile away. And some of the infantry troops were alongside. I was sitting in the back of a 2.5-ton truck with some of the other GIs, looking out the back, and I saw this Jeep coming about 150 yards behind, and all of a sudden I see this flash and a puff of smoke, and this Jeep came out of the smoke flying through the air with a lieutenant in the front seat, hit about 15 or 20 yards behind me and hit the pavement and just scraped and ended up about 10, 15 feet away from me. The other guys went flying out the side of the Jeep, and they hit a teller mine with a ratchet device on
Ooh.
it, set for 12 vehicles.
Oh my God.
And we were the 11th vehicle. And if you didn't think that made me sit up and take notice,
That
I thought
close.
about that for quite some time. In fact, I think about it even today, how what might have happened if we'd have been just one more vehicle
Yep.
behind. Because we ran right over that thing. I know we did.
Dang.
Cleared out the town.
The next portion of the video at the close, you're going to see this is a Teller mine. This is a controlled detonation on Omaha Beach uh, in the early 2000s. A lot of ordnance, unexploded ordnance, is still discovered in France, both from World War One and World War Two. And this was detonated on the beach itself. Dirt and sand was piled around. The beach was cleared, and it was detonated by the French authorities. The French government has a government department, government agency that's dedicated uh, to removing dangerous ordnance from France. Thank you.